The prophet smiles on an elderly gentleman. It was Sunday night, and the word had traveled as if on the virtue of the air that the prophet would be in the city. The temple was filled beyond capacity, for many were standing in the balcony. This was back in 1928, during the days of great plenty. Employment and money was flourishing. All who desired employment could procure it. Thousands of our thoughtless people were drunk on wine, of other things which were derived from these times and conditions. Only few, other than those who had either affiliated themselves with the Moorish Science Temple of America or who had heard the teachings of the prophet through the Moorish Science Temple of America, could realize and see that these seemingly carefree days of great plenty for some, although not enough for others, was to be of short duration and could not last, and would eventually give way to days of bankrupt financiers closing the banks, the wheels of industry at a virtual standstill, destitution and desolation throughout the land, difficult times, men walking the streets in scarce of jobs, thousands standing in the bread lines, eviction from long-owned homes. My heart was made glad to see this aged brother, who was still handsome through the weight of some 70 years, bore upon him, as he turned his face towards the rostrum where the prophet stood, and with a glint of pride in his eyes, reached out his hand to clasp in a hearty handshake with the prophet, as he said, "You are the man that I have been looking for all my life." As the prophet's eyes scanned the old gentleman from head to foot, his expression showed love and kindness towards this man who had seen the fire rays of light in the far south, and who had known all the hardships, privations, the hard laborious task which fell to the lot of our people during the first decades following the days of slavery. And as the prophet's eyes rested upon that beautiful silver hair, I shall never forget the pleasant smile which friended his countenance as he watched this aged father who, even though all his life had been a struggle against the odds, and how he experienced the results of the oppressor, yet he still had faith and courage and hope for a better life, a brighter future for his children and grandchildren. Even though his eyesight may have been blurred, yet his vision of freedom and happiness for his race of people through the program offered by the prophet was very, very clear.